But the greatest power on earth is love. And love is a giving, and giving will always bring to you. And anyone that lives through pure love is bountiful. You see? Because that is the secret. That is the secret of life. And that brings us to the real understanding of oneness. How everything is one. Okay, so we know the secret of grace. Okay, you don't have to keep it to yourself. Shout it to the world. It's not a secret anymore, right? It's out now.
Like I was saying, noticing the beauty of nature or the silence. How do you say the secret of grace is you have to give to receive? Like how do, I guess, well, maybe...
That's beautiful. Listen to it. Listen to it. You're walking down the beach or the park or near the water or whatever where there is not much karma, you see, like there is in the city. And you feel quiet inside. There's no thought of yesterday, there's no thought of tomorrow, you see, and you're walking down the beach and you feel this immense feeling of oneness. See, you're one with the sky. Okay, are you understanding me so far?
Yeah.
Okay, now at that moment, a dog goes by, a child goes by, an old man goes by. Truly, don't you feel you love them? They're all part of you. You feel this oneness with everything. You feel that oneness. That's giving. Giving doesn't have to be money, doesn't have to be objects. You see, you give of yourself the moment you feel connected. You see? The moment you feel connected, you are giving. You cannot help it.
You could almost say the giving is unsolicited.
That's right.
Suddenly
it's unsolicited. You know, sometimes it's beautiful just walking with Sylvia, going to Capers, you know, going outside, having a herb tea or whatever, and everybody's smiling. Everybody's smiling at us, and we smile at them, and everybody is smiling. Now that's giving. You see? It's natural, it's flowing, it's giving. It's a very normal thing. That's grace, too. See? So when grace is in you, you don't know it's in you. You're not saying, "Oh, I'm full of grace."
Then you're full of something else.
That's right. Then you're full of Right. No, you're just... As a matter of fact, you're not even conscious of yourself. See? Now that's grace. Because when you're not conscious of yourself, and that's beautiful that you brought out, when you're not conscious of yourself, you're automatically giving. Did you know that? Mm-hmm. Automatically giving. Because it is your nature to give. Your nature is love. The only time you're not giving is when you are unhappy, depressed, angry, frustrated, and therefore you become, I want. Why? Because you see, when you're not happy, you go out of sync with the universe. Did you know that? Everything flows in the universe. Everything is one. It's just like a beautiful symphony orchestra. There could be 30 different instruments, but they all play in unison. And all you hear is a beautiful rhapsody, beautiful melody, right? Because it's in harmony. So that's what we call, we're all moving in harmony with oneness. Now, when you feel angry, when you feel depressed, when you feel upset, you immediately separate from others. You're immediately out of harmony. You're out of tune. It's just like blowing the trumpet at the wrong time, you know, something like that. And you know how it hurts your ear. Well, when a person is unhappy, you know, with themselves, they're separating, they're out of tune with the universe. And it's as simple as that. When you're in tune, you're in grace.
But aren't those out of tune, what you call out of tune moments, aren't those the keys?
Those are the keys. Those are the keys that will help you to move to grace, because they're showing you that you're putting yourself out of sync with the universe. See, this is where, thank you. This is where we can understand. Many people say, you know, fear is wrong. I hate fear. I resist fear. I don't want to be afraid. I got news for you. The more you don't want fear, the more afraid you become. But if you use fear as the catalyst for love, now we're going someplace. So you use fear to be one with it. And then you'll find that all it ever was a frustration of love, or a need for love, or a need for union, a need for connection. Just like when a person is lonely. In their heart they're saying, oh, nobody loves me, nobody wants me, what's wrong with me, I'm unloved. You see? Me, 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 me. But you don't give love to yourself, you just want it. See? And so it doesn't work. However, if you meet that fear, because all negativity is a form of fear, and fear is the opposite of love, just like the two sides of a coin, fear and love. Okay? And whenever you meet fear head on, you just become one with it. Get in touch with it through your body. Feel it, how it's working, so that you release it from its frozen condition. You move it. And then as you expand it, did you know what happens? That the very fear itself that you feared becomes love. How does it become love? Because fear itself is separation. You see? And you're feeling separate. But the moment you become one with it, that very oneness itself, even the sensation becomes neutralized. And then you feel liberated. You feel okay. You see? So no matter how you feel, how much afraid you are, the moment you express it, that very expression itself becomes its release. You see? Like initially when you started talking, it became emotional, and at that point you weren't going to express it, right? But I encouraged you to express it. Now that you've expressed it, doesn't it feel better? Much better.
Yeah.
You see? So this is it. It has to be expressed. And that expression means to see it for what it is, allow it. No matter how you're feeling, just allow that movement. And when you allow that movement, you expand it, you give it room. When you give it room, it becomes one with love. And love always wins. Love is a win-win situation. Because love has no limitation. You see? Did you know that love can take in anything? Fear is something. Loneliness is something. Hate is something. Resentment is something. Pain is something. Suffering is something. Love is not something. Love is nothing. Love is. And so therefore, if you bring fear and love together, what happens? If you bring fear and love together.
You have that which is all-encompassing without opposite.
Exactly. All that remains is love, because love can absorb anything you give it. Anything. You see? And that's what it means to love yourself. That's what it means totally to love yourself. You see, you're not really loving anything in particular, you just accept everything. Because who I am is this very love itself. Whether I experience it or not is immaterial. Grace is an innocence, a sweetness, and a freedom from the doer. So who experiences grace if there is no ego? So who is it that experiences grace? Because at the moment of grace there's no ego. There's no you, in other words, the you that you think you are. So who is it that experiences grace?
The real you.
And who is that?
Grace.
Okay.
Yeah, you said
Yeah.
I am is grace.
Yeah. So the I am is grace itself. The I am, you see, in truth, there is only you. Did you know that? In truth, there's nothing else but you. Hear it. If I say it to 100 people, everyone thinks I'm talking about them. I'm talking about you. And everybody that hears it says, oh, me. See? There's only one you. You are everything. But because consciousness, and this is the miracle, this is the beauty, this is the one thing that is so mind-boggling, is that awareness it doesn't belong to you, it just is. It is a totality, it is a oneness. but yet you experience it as you.